What's up, gang? Okay, so I got a new camera. It's not as good as I thought it was, but I want a little bit more desk space, so I got this thing, and I didn't realize it'd be as zoomed out as it is. So now I need to start like cleaning this all up. But and that and that. But anyway, the whole point of today is I want to give you guys a quick update. The last time I had a video, I had spent $500 in ad spend, and I showed you guys some of the results. Now we're at 1,000, a little bit over $1,000 in ad spend, and I have all the leads. So what I'll do is I'm going to show you guys. Well, I don't have to really show you the ad spend. I mean, I'll show it to you real quick, but ad spend and kind of how things have progressed. But the cool thing is, this has gone from like Google Sheets to HubSpot CRM, which is like a little bit more like it's a CRM, but it's if you're not familiar with HubSpot, basically all the leads get sent into HubSpot, which is like this management system. And then we have like all the leads and like the status of those leads. So we know like they did not answer, or like they did answer, or they're not qualified, or they are qualified and they're interested. And then once that's like our contacts, and I'll show this all to you, and then it becomes like a deal. And then once the basically once the patient is like, okay, I'm interested in doing this thing, um, like sign me up, right? Then we like hand off the patient to the doctor. And that's kind of, I guess, like the update up till now. So and then like I've been chatting with, oh, we also collected some cash. So we collected $1,000 and then $5,000. So that's pretty cool. Uh and then now we're just looking for more doctors to basically sign on. I'm trying to think of anything else that's really like important. Really, the most important thing right now is that like we've got the leads to work. Um, I'll show you how we got that to work, and then we got some doctors on, and I just want to make sure I'm not giving away like any really. Yeah, no, I mean that's really it. I'm trying to share as much as I possibly can, right? But yeah, now we want to get more doctors in because we know that the marketing works. So now we need to like get out, like I need to get my sales down, right? So anyway, enough talking. I'll just jump into this and then you guys can kind of like see what the deal is here. So first is ads. So just going back to maximum timeline. What am I doing? Oh boy. So I turned ads off. This is an old campaign. Really, it's this one that we're looking at. And we are at $1,000, a little over $1,000 in spend. And the cool part is we're at like, so it started at like $20 per lead, right? Which was, I don't know if you guys remember that, but it used to be $20 per lead, and now it's like it's actually a lot less. Like towards the end of this, the last few days, we're getting like $3 to $5 leads, which is like killer for what this is. So that's super cool. The whole point is the ads work, right? And then we graduated from, like I said, we graduated from using uh I had this oh, I even deleted it. Maybe I'll just show you real quick. We basically had this Google Sheets document, and it was this Google Sheets document. So like super 101 leads go into there, and we would use Zapier to get them in. This is the Zapier tool. I don't know if you're familiar with Zapier, but basically it just like connects apps really easily. And then we moved from this to HubSpot. Now HubSpot's like pretty cool because I'm gonna hopefully not share any patient information. Fingers crossed. That's why I made this smaller. All right. Okay, don't steal my information, guys. Um, Basically, these are all the patients, right? This is when they were created, and then like we're following up with all of them, right? Let me not share that. But the cool part is, so like this person, again, I'm trying not to share this information because it's obviously on the internet, and it's like someone's information. I don't want to get in trouble, and it's just like the right thing to do, right? Anyway, so lead status. So the way this works is there's a few things. The CRM is basically it's a customer relationship management tool. I'm pretty sure that's what it stands for. Ultimately, this is how you keep track of your record. So if you're doing sales, right, marketing and sales, this is how you do it. You generate the leads. The leads get put into the system. Those are our contacts. And then as the contacts start to develop, which is the lead status, which I'm about to show you, we will eventually make deals. So the lead status is a few that usually when it comes in as new. When it comes in, like I'll get an email notification, this lead came in, I will call the lead. I have a series of questions that I'm going to ask. Typically it's like, hey, like I heard you, I saw that you filled out the form for knee pain. I just wanted to follow up and see if there's anything that we could do to help you and understand a little bit more about what you're looking for. And then once I kind of say that, I'll just not say anything else. And I let the lead talk. Like they will tell me, oh, I tried this, I tried that, I did injections, I did cortisone shots, I had an MRI. And I mean, in this scenario, they're basically telling me all of that and they don't want to have a surgery, right? So I know that this is the thing that I need to focus on. So that like with my solution, which is this embolization, is a non-surgical way to get rid of pain. It's something that they haven't heard about before, but is also really effective in their solution. So anyway, long story short, when a new lead comes in, it typically looks like this. I'm not going to save this. Um, and then if I call them and they don't answer, I'll mark it as no answer. And I can see that like my last activity was today. And if it's like, everything is pretty recent, so there shouldn't really be anything. But like this one's July 16th, right? So, that's like, what is that? It's 8 days ago, a week ago. So, if this was like a no answer, I know that this person has something pending. So like I'm okay. But if it wasn't a no answer, I would call them back. If I spoke with them, but like they said, like, hey, like, I'm busy right now. But I'm interested and I want to chat with you later. Call me tomorrow. I'll set it to working. If they're qualified and and like they're interested, then they're like, yeah, like I would like to know. I will typically put them as qualified, and then I have to call the doctor because like I've been trying to like juggle this, right? I need to call the doctors and say, hey, look, like I have this patient in this zip code. Like, can we schedule them, right? And if they're like yes, if I can talk to the doctor and the doctor's like yes, then I'll set it as appointment pending. And then once I get the confirmation from the doctor, I get his appointment scheduled. Once the appointment is scheduled, once the appointment is pending, right? So this is like working the leads, right? This is like me calling the leads, making sure they're qualified, calling the doctor, make sure they can take the lead. If they can take the lead, then like that's a great lead. And if it is a great lead, what I'll do then is let me just cancel this. I will make a deal, right? And the whole point of the deal is to track like shit. Well, I guess you can see it, it's fine. You can track like I mean you guys already saw it, but whatever. Um you can track the progress. So like my service, right, is going to be, hey, we have these really high ticket clients, and that's ultimately what this is like a high ticket service. All of these procedures are going to be $5,000 plus, probably like $10,000 to $20,000. So I can handle like because it's that much, I can handhold the patient, right? If it was like a $200 visit or like $100 or even 500, even maybe like $1,000, that's what I'm doing right now is a lot of work for $1,000. That's why I'm going after something that's like $5,000 because I can give this level of service and I will make like the amount that I will make in return, at least for me, is worth it, right? So, um, anyway, once the appointment's pending, I'm ultimately using this to track the the progress. So if the appointment is pending, then I want to make sure that I'm moving. I want to make sure I'm basically moving all of these over to the next bucket, right? And yeah, I mean, if I see something there for a long, like this is no activity for a day. I mean, I'll just show it to you guys again. Like I'm trying to be as transparent as possible. But no activity for a day, no activity scheduled, no activity for a day, no activity for a day, no 2 days ago. So basically, if I see something that's like from a long time ago, like I want these to stay fresh, right? Especially if it's like in this like a pending stage. If it's scheduled, then I already know like it's kind of been taken care of. And then I have a note, like this one has a task, for example, in 6 days, which is after their appointment. I'm gonna call and follow up. Excuse me, and I'm ultimately gonna say like, hey, like, one, did this person show up? And two, like, how did everything go? And I'll follow up with the patient and make sure that the patient's good. ultimately, like, I want to make sure that they go from appointment, and if they had a good appointment and they're a candidate for the procedure, I want to make sure that the procedure is scheduled. So the reason why I'm doing all of this is because ultimately the doctors are going to be paying me a premium for this service, right? Because we're ultimately, like, my job is not marketing, my job is not leads, my job is like new patients, right? That's what it's like. It's marketing and sales, right? It's not just the marketing, it's not just the sales, it's both together. So I need to know, hey, if I sent this doctor 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, how many of them are turning in procedures? And the people that I'm sending, are they showing up? Like, are they showing up to their appointments? If they're showing up, are they candidates for the procedures? If they're candidates for the procedures, are they scheduling a procedure? If they're scheduling a procedure, are they completing the procedure? And if they're not, I need to know too. That way I can adjust my marketing to go get more, like, people who will be candidates for the procedure. So that's ultimately it. Like I said, like, the most important thing has really been um making sure that I can get doctors, because at this point, I've already been speaking with tons of patients, and I know that this is something that they're interested in, and they're booking. Like, we have 18 booked appointments. Like, if I just do the math on it real quick, like 18 times the minimum is 5,000. That's $90,000 worth of procedures. Most likely, it's going to be in the 15,000 range. That's, am I doing this right? 18 times 15,000 is $270,000 worth of procedures. So the whole business model is like, if I can get $270,000 worth of procedures, I should be able to make, I mean, hopefully I can make at least $1,000 to $2,000 per procedure, right? So if that's what I'm making, then I can make 18, 20 grand, right? Again, I'm not saying I've made that yet. I'm not trying to flex numbers. I'm just trying to be transparent in terms of, like, what I'm doing and showing you the process along the way. Um, what else? What else? What else? That's pretty much it, honestly. Like, right now, it's really been like I said, I paused marketing as far as the ads and getting new leads in. I might turn it on again just to get a few new leads in, because, like, when I speak with these doctors, I'm like, hey, I have 20 patients that are looking for GAE. Can you take them? It's a really easy conversation. They're like, oh yeah, of course. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna send them over to you, and I send them over for free. And I'm like, look, if these back out, would you be willing to have a conversation about us sending more? And again, like, I'm giving before I'm asking, and I don't know that I'm not spending that much. I mean, you saw it. I'm spending $1,000 on it. Um, for a much higher potential upside. Uh, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm trying to be transparent, show you the process, show you the steps along the way, teach you a little bit of something. I'm doing this for myself. I'm speaking with doctors. I'm getting information. So if there are things that, like, you want to learn more about, feel free to let me know. But like I said, this is kind of like an ongoing thing that I'm trying to teach as I go. So if you're enjoying this, like the video, leave a comment. It will help me tremendously, and it'll let me know that you actually like what you're watching. So yeah, keep me posted, and that's the video. See you guys later.